Most of you have heard one side of the story. It's time for you to hear my side of the story. I'm not a chronic cheat. I am far from a chronic cheat. I'm just a woman who was honest to her husband. Before I came to America, it was during the Trump's tenure. I was very like, do I even want to live in America? I have my career here in Nigeria. I don't know if I want to move. I love this guy, but I'm not sure. I was very, very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box. I had an affair. That affair lasted like one date. I felt bad about it, but I had not moved to America. Upon getting to America, I was very, very sad that I had made that mistake with the guy that I loved. Sent by my family to LA, told him the truth. I said, hey, I had an affair in Nigeria, and I don't want us to ever have secrets. So here's the deal. I had an affair before I got here. He was like, how can you cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was before I ever got here. I came to America on a fiance visa. So when I got here is when we got legally married. And I told him, I'm sorry. He said, you cheated on me. I said, I don't want to leave you. You're the one who I love. And that was that about that. However, for the duration of my marriage, I think that was the worst. That was the worst thing that I ever did for myself in that marriage, because I was trying to have closure with this man, but I just shot myself in the foot with that.
But what was his response to this apology?
And I told him the truth. I said, hey, I had an affair in Nigeria, and I don't want us to ever have secrets. So here's the deal. I had an affair before I got here. He was like, how can you cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was before I ever got here. I came to America on a fiance visa. So when I got here is when we got legally married. And I told him, I'm sorry. He said, you cheated on me. I said, I don't want to leave you. You're the one who I love. And that was that about that. However, for the duration of my marriage, after that, it was not fine, because he would go out, he would get drunk, he would come back, he would call me all sorts of names.
So, this guy has an 18-year-old mistress, and I kept saying, oh, what is this news, all around social media? They were like, oh, but his girlfriend, his mistress. And I'm like, okay, who's this person? And I asked my sister, are you aware?
I'm hungry.
Come. I asked my sister, are you aware? Are you aware of this?
Am I aware of the...
Are you aware of this situation? And she said to me, well, it's not been verified. And then this supposed mistress reached out to me. And, I'm just going to let her do her thing.
They have been... He said, okay, it's fine. I lost a pregnancy. They have been proof beyond all reasonable doubt that I was in a relationship. He came online and said, I'm getting a divorce. And as soon as he did that, straight into I'm tired of the narcissism, you're this, you're this, and all of that stuff. I was just a woman who was just trying to save. I'm just a black woman who was building a brand and just trying to make it in Hollywood. One video. Of he and his mistress in Brazil. I want you guys to I lost a pregnancy. They have been proof beyond all reasonable.
Welcome once again to talk about Dr. Justin Dean's subject. We never had an affair. Actually, we were friends. I talked to Nancy, and Nancy offered me money to talk about him. I did. I agreed first, but I felt bad about it, so I stopped it. And she said he called me as a cheap whore, so of course I got absurd about him, but I was angry because I was called as a cheap whore. So I hope you all understand that the commentaries that I made about Dr. Justin Dean are not true. I was just angry. That was totally emotional. I'm at university right now, and we never had nothing. I would like to let it clear. We never had nothing. Well, I come once again to talk about Dr. Justin Dean's subject. We never had an affair.